them more polite? Do you find the operators were less polite? Have more patience, less patience? Or did you find there's no real difference with a 25-year gap, John QSL?
Does he need to come in? Yeah, just a bit. Well, as I say, I went off the air for 25 years. I let my license lapse, but I managed to get my call sign back. One of the major differences was the equipment. My original 2-meter multi-mode only had 5 memories, and when you turn the power off, you lost the memories. And it was all G4s, G3s, G2s, G1s. And of course, we didn't have access to HF. To do that, you had to pass the Morse test at 12 words a minute, which I didn't do. And then eventually they opened it all up to us G1s, us B licenses. But now you've obviously got foundation, intermediate, and full licenses. So I was gifted a full license, which is great. My CW is, it's just non-existent. As politeness, yeah, I think people are just as polite. There's certainly not as many people on VHF as there used to be. But I guess that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? You now have so many things that you can delve into. My brother, he's also licensed, he's sat here beside me. He does FT8. Again, another Marmite subject, like it or hate it. He's done slow scan television, all sorts of things. So, you can have some guy, a few hundred yards down the road, and you'll never speak to each other on the radio because you're both doing different things. And the level of technology now is, I think, far greater. But I'm still trying to get to grips with it. But I think I was born too early for some of it. Some of the stuff I just do not understand. It goes straight over the top of my head. But there you are. These things happen as you get older, Bernard.
Yeah, I'm noticing quickly. I'm noticing. I've got the 7300, and since the last update has the ST8, but I just never use it. I'm an old-fashioned sort of guy, should we say. I just like a microphone, radio, amplifier, an aerial. I think it goes back to the CB days. I don't know if you were ever a CB operator. Possibly not, or possibly well. But when I was back in Manchester, back in the day, too many years ago to remember, we all had AM radios, and well, not all of us, but we had an AM CBs in the car, and that's kind of where I got into that side of the hobby. Did you ever get introduced to CB part of things? I know these days the CB is like dead as a dodo, but maybe 30 odd years ago in Manchester, it was really rocking on the CB frequency. Were you ever involved in the CB radio, John? Over?
I certainly was, Bernard. I had I first started out with a 40-channel AM radio. Then, when it became legal in '81, I went over to the legal side. But I also operated a Cobra 148 GTL DX, which had a 2 megahertz coverage. I could go from 26 into 28 megs, all modes. And we used to play around with a 3-element beam, and worked a fair chunk of the world back in the early '80s, when 11 meters was good. You could work America on a piece of wet string at about 10 watts. That was good. My father-in-law, as he was at the time, he had a big Yaesu FT101, I think it was, and he had a kilowatt linear, and I think 2/3 of the world used to queue up to talk to him when the propagation was good. So yeah, that's what actually brought me into amateur radio was CB, Bernard. Over.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people get a start with CB radio, and there again, there's some operators I speak to who've never even used a CB radio, where they kind of look down at it. Is the impression I get when I speak to them. Oh, CB radio. Oh, won't be called dead. Won't be called dead with a CB radio. is the impression I get from some of the older operators, but that's fine as well. That's no problem at all. Actually, John, I ordered an aerial possibly 2 or 3 months ago, and because of all the shortages of this and that and this and that, I've been waiting and waiting, and I got an email today that's going to be posted from Europe into Rotterdam. So hopefully next week, I've ordered a 4-element 6-band Yagi. At the moment, I've got a 3-element 3-band Yagi, and on the 40-meter band, I've got a 40-meter dipole, which just sits underneath the 3-element 3-band Yagi. And the 40-meter dipole works quite well. It is a bit noisy, but I do find when I use the Yagi, whatever I'm on, 20, 15 or 10, the noise level is really, really low. But here on 40, I get a noise level of around 6 or 7, which is really quite high, really. So I'm hoping next week with my new aerial, and I'm really, really excited about my new aerial. I feel like it's Christmas and the birthday coming in one day. Hopefully next week, and it's also nice weather as well. So I'm hoping it's going to be working a bit better when I get the new aerial up, John, QSL.
QSL, Bernard. Well, you're a good strong 5. You've been 5'9" all the way through your QSO with me. So there's no problems with what you're using at the moment. Unfortunately, because of we don't have a lot of help that's available, we just put a simple inverted V homebrew dipole up. Just a couple of pieces of Kevlar wire and a dipole center, and it seems to work fairly well. From the home QTH, very, very limited space, so it's got to be a vertical. There's nothing else I can put up, no wires, beams or anything, so just put a straight, it's about 6.5 meters in length, and it works okay. I've worked Australia, Tasmania, New Zealand, Falklands, South America, Mexico. The list is almost endless, but a lot of it really is propagation, isn't it? It's not always antennas and massive power, but if the propagation is good, it's great. If the propagation is poor, doesn't matter how much money you spent on the kit and the antennas, you end up sitting there talking to yourself over.
Wow, I'm sorry to disagree with you slightly. I do find that the aerial, personally, is one of the most important pieces of equipment to have. I think you should start with the aerial and just work your way back, personally. I do hear with people with let's say aerials that aren't as big as mine, when the propagation is strong, like you say, piece of wet string back in your radio, you can talk to anybody. But it's when the propagation is a bit quiet, I find that's when the bigger aerial and the amplifier really helps. I formed this opinion over a couple of years actually, and you can probably imagine the bigger the aerial, not only the better can you transmit, but it's better you receive as well. So I do find with a lot of stations, and some of these foundation stations who unfortunately can only work very low power, I do find, well, I do actually know, they really struggle when the propagation is not very strong. Whether the people with the big aerials, and mine's not a particularly big aerial, it's just kind of average, I suppose. There are bigger aerials. I do find when I use my bigger aerial and the amplifier, it just gives me an advantage over people using a 10-meter wire and there's radio power. Would you agree, John, QSL?
Oh yes, most definitely. Apologies if the audio quality is suffering at the moment. I'm chewing my way through a piece of chocolate cake. I'd love to have a big beam antenna up, but not possible. We do have a linear, but it's not happy working off of a generator. So hopefully next weekend we're doing windmills, we'll be using mains power, and we'll try the linear again, and see if we can put a few more watts out. We've got one of these Italian transistorized linears, which we run about 250 watts. It does make a little bit of difference, but a lot more obviously is to do with propagation. And our inverted V is nearly resonant. I think we've got an SWR of about 1.2, 1.3 would be maximum. So we've tried to get the best we can out of the antenna we've got. Also, we have this weekend we have a north-south orientation on the antenna, which seems to work reasonably well, and we just play with that. It's a fairly simple setup, really, but we enjoy ourselves, Bernard.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. I'm getting a 9 from you, really steady 9 through the whole conversation, but I do seem to notice you have quite a bassy voice. I'm not sure if you have a natural bassy voice or it's just the settings on your radio, but I do feel if possibly you turn the treble up slightly and maybe the bass down slightly, it might give you a bit more clarity in your voice. Even though I can understand every word you're saying, with it being a bit bassy, your voice, and I'm not young anymore, I'm 57, I find operators easy to understand when they've got a bit more higher frequency there in the voice. And I know on your Yaesu, I think you're a new Yaesu at the moment there, John. I know you've got some amazing features on adjusting the audio. This 7300, we've only got basically a bass and treble control. Even though it's a good bass and treble control, I believe Bob Heil helps ICOM decide what the best frequencies are. But I do feel if you had a little bit more high tone in your audio, it just gives you that bit more clarity. I don't know if people have mentioned it to you before, but maybe it's just something just taking, I don't know, over.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll look into that. Well, thank you for mentioning it. As I say just now, I was chewing through chocolate cake, so that definitely altered the audio a bit. And yeah, I suppose I have a fairly deep voice. I suppose the other thing is, Bernard, tighter underpants, over.
Yeah, what it is also, John, I've got an extension speaker here from Yaesu, and the speaker, the box, is probably about 3 times bigger than the ICOM radio. It's the SP9000 speaker, and possibly if I listen to you with a speaker in the radio, it might sound different. But it just sounds a bit on the pacey side, and some people just don't know until you mention it. Possibly you don't realise. Possibly nobody else has bothered mentioning it to you. But I do feel that if you just have a few more of the high frequencies, possibly it will give your voice that extra clarity. I hope you don't mind me telling you that, John, to yourself.
No, that's fine, Bernard. Unless someone points something out, you're totally in the dark. Because all you're doing, obviously, when you operate, you hear your own voice back through your ears, but not always how it sounds at some sort of 500 or 600 kilometers away. But there we go. Okay, well, right. I think I'll sign with you now, Bernard, if you don't mind. And I'll see if we can move on and get a few more call signs down on the log. And it's good to talk to you. Hopefully, if you get the new antenna up by next weekend, we'll be wearing a different hat, as I say. Gb1 Whiskey will be the next call sign you'll hear from us. So you may work the Wilton windmill, Bernard, ever?
Yeah, well, I'll certainly keep an ear out for you. When I go mobile, and I try and do it often, I like going mobile. I use a 40-meter wire, the Sigma LW40, and really, it's so easy to put up. I bring a couple of 3-meter bamboo sticks and put them together, and I just hang the wire from one end to the other end. I go to the coast in Holland when I do this, and probably tomorrow, it's beautiful weather here in Holland. All next week, we're looking at maybe 22, 23 degrees Monday and Tuesday, which for me is way too hot. But even today, we've got sun, and it's about 20 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous. But tomorrow, I think I'll go to the coast, set up my wire aerial, and maybe I can copy you guys as well. Are you guys going to be on the radio tomorrow, John? Over?
Yes, Bernard, we shall be here from about 10 o'clock onwards. We'll be here from about 8 o'clock, but by the time we get the gazebos up and load everything in again, we'll be on probably from about 10 o'clock tomorrow all the way through till probably later on Sunday afternoon, when we'll have to clear away everything and disappear from sight. But yeah, we shall be on, Bernard, ever.
Yeah, I'll have a listen out, and if I hear you, I'll give you a shout. Curious what difference from where I am now to if I'm at the coast on the wire aerial. Now I'm working with 350 watts. Tomorrow I'll be working with probably about 50 to try and conserve my battery. Don't want to have a flat battery over there. It's so quiet that nobody there to help you. But it's been very nice talking to you, John. And I'll keep my ears down tomorrow for you, and hopefully we can have a quick chat and see the difference from my home station to the mobile station. But very nice talking to you, my friend, and good luck with the VE Day today. It needs people like yourself to promote the hobby, and I think that's fantastic. So I'll leave you to it. This is a Papa Alpha 1 Lima Echo Golf with a Gb1Ry. Sorry, being really lazy here. And have a very nice afternoon, John. 23 from Rotterdam.
QSL, Bernard, I have switched off the microphone equalizer. Has that made any difference, Survey?
Not that I can notice. If I need to be honest with you, John, it sounds pretty much the same. But there again, maybe if somebody can hear. Yeah, actually, I can't hear much of a difference at all, John. No.
Okay, well, I've switched it back on again. Obviously, it's not making much difference. We've got the processor is running, but it's only running at 25%, and the mic gain is 60%. We've got a Heil Pro 7 headset, but we haven't delved into that yet because this is a new radio, and because of the pandemic, etc. We're just using the ordinary standard microphone that came with the radio. Because if we need to wipe, we can wipe that down very easily for health and safety reasons if we change operators. But there we go. Right, enough from me, Bernard. Really, really good to talk to you, and hopefully we shall make contact again. We're all on. I'm on QRZ.com for all relevant information. As I say, my own call sign is Golf Number 1 Oscar Quebec Victor. My email address is on there as well. So if you want to know what we're actually going to do for the rest of the year and when we're going to do it, drop me a line on the computer, and I'll get our club secretary to give you a heads up on what we're doing, Bernard. Over.
Yeah, that's always good to know. Always good to know. Funny, my area is pretty much pointed always towards England because you guys speak such good English. So I don't even know why I have a directional aerial. It's pretty much always pointed in one way. And funny enough, when I pointed towards England, I can speak to America very easily also. But that's a story for another day. I'll check out your webpage, John, and hopefully I can get some more information. And I wish you guys a very nice afternoon. And I'm sure we'll speak again sometime soon, John. It's been a very nice conversation. Have yourself a nice cup of tea. And it's funny when you said an egg and bacon roll. That's just so English, I'm telling you. It's just so English, it just made me smile. I'm actually vegetarian, so I don't eat that anymore. But good for you, my friend. And I wish you 73 from the city of Rotterdam.
Yeah, 7-3, Bernard. Really, really good to talk to you this afternoon. And hopefully the rest of the weekend over there in Holland is is good. We keep our fingers crossed as well for fine weather. It'll be really nice to be able to take the station down tomorrow afternoon and put everything away with it being dry, without having to come back and lay things out on the washing line, etc., to dry it before we pack everything away. Anyway, 7-3s, my friend, and look forward to hearing you maybe tomorrow, if not next weekend. Papa Alpha 1, Lima Echo Golf, Golf Bravo 1, Romeo Yankee. 7-3, Bernard.
Yeah, thanks, John. 73 from Rotterdam. Bye-bye.
Yep, 7-3. Bye-bye.
Golf 7, Victor Kilo Papa.
Bernard, if you're still monitoring, there's another station calling you.
Victor Kilo Papa. I thought she was calling you, actually. I'm going to go and have a play on 20 metres. It's quite busy on 20 at the moment, so I'm going to just go on there. So if you want the frequency, my friend, it's all yours. Thanks, John. Bye-bye.
Yeah, many thanks, Bernard. Yeah, the station calling. This is Golf Bravo 1, Romeo Yankee, Gb1Ry, over.
George 4, America, Hotel Oscar.
I don't really know, John, but it's 20 hertz high. I put the rigging to get you in clear. I know you've got your splits on and off, but Bernard was on 7171. And you're on 7171 decimal 20, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, okay. There was a G4 station, standby chaps. The G4 station that was calling. This is Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee, over.
Roger, Gb1 Romeo Yankee from George 4, America, Hotel Oscar returning. Oh, well, thanks for calling me back in. The handle is 10, Kilo Echo Norway. I'll put the mic back to you and I'll give you the details. Gb1Ry, G4AHO.
G4AHO, Gb1Ry. Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Operator name here is John. Juliet Oscar Hotel November. And we're operating from the old RAF airfield at Ramsbury in Wiltshire, and our nearest town is Marlborough. So you're a good solid 5-7, over.
Roger, Gb1Ry from G4AHO returning. Good afternoon, John. Well, that's interesting that you're from Wiltshire. Also, ex-RAF, myself. Long time ago, though, then Lockie, many years ago. Anyway, you're a 5 and 9 with me, no problem. The hand is 10, Kilo Echo, Norway, 10, QTH, we're not all that far away, really, in the county of Worcester. 13 miles north of the city of Worcester, a town called Bromsgrove. I think I get 5 and 9 yet, Ramsbury. I'll put the mic back to you and let you go on some more stations then. But one question, do you have a WAB square number at all? Go ahead.
Golf 4 Alpha Hotel Oscar Gb1Ry, we certainly do. SU27 Sugar Uniform 27 is the square, Ken, over.
QSL Sugar United 27, that's very good. If you want to know my Rafar's number, I'll give it to you anyway. 3880. So I'll say 73s then, John. I'll let you work up more stations. Gb1Ry, G4AHO, listening to us line.
G4AHO, Gb1Ry. Yeah, many thanks to Ken. I'm walking in my father's footsteps. He was also RAF, and he was stationed here during the Second World War, and that's how he met my mum. And the rest of it's history. Long time ago now. I'll be 73 next year. If my dad was still alive, he'd be over the moon about operating from his old work QTH, shall we say. Anyway, we'll wish you 73, Ken, and many thanks for the contact. Go 4 Alpha Hotel Oscar, Gb1Ry signing. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 73 is John, good luck.
George 3 Oscar, Kilowatt America, VKP.
Mike 0 Oscar.
George 3 Oscar, Kilowatt America.
The Oscar Kilowatt America, go ahead.
Yeah, fine, John. Good afternoon to you down there at Ramsbury. This is George, 3 Oscar Kilowatt America, G3OK. Name's also John, and I'm on the Wirral near Liverpool from G3OK.
G3OAK, Gb1Ry. Yeah, very good afternoon to you, John. Name here is John, and you're solid 5 and 7, 57 with us at the old Ramsbury airfield near the town of Marlborough in Wiltshire, over.
Yeah, lovely job. Oh, hi, 340 here, 5 and 9 with me up here. I'm very busy, got a load of takers there. Wish you well, have a nice weekend, and have your contact. Bye for now, John.
Yeah, 7-3, John, bye-bye.
Call 7 Victor Kilo Papa.
Mike 0 Oscar November Quebec.
Golf 7 station, go ahead.
Call 7 Victor Kilo Papa. Afternoon, John. I broke in earlier. I think you're on 7171 decimal 20. That's what got you on anyway. Name's Adrian. Location's Chesterfield in Derbyshire. And you're 5 and 9, over.
Yeah, thanks for the 5 and 9, Adrian. You're 5 and 7 here. If you collect WAB, it's SU 27. And we're near the little village of Ramsbury in Wiltshire at a disused RAF airfield for VE Day. We could have done Mills on the Air, but we'd already set this one up. So we will do Mills on the Air next weekend and wearing a different hat. Gb1WW next weekend, but we're here at Ramsbury here now. Radio is a FT DX10 by Yaesu. The antenna is an inverted V dipole for 40. The tuner is an Alpha Tango 500 by Palstar. And we're running a generator as well for all of our power. And we're also 606 feet ASL. So that's all our working conditions, Adrian, over.
QSL John, working conditions this way is an Adonis 508E Decimite with the compression turned off on the microphone, a little bit of processing on the radio. The transceiver is Kenwood TS850 sugar, and we're working into a half-wave dipole, military wire dipole at 40 feet and 100 watts. And yes, when Bernard was on about you being basic, when I came up to 717120, you wasn't, but you were on 71.71. So it's probably Bernard's fault. But yeah, it sounds okay this way anyway, John, over.
Yeah, I've tightened the elastic on the underpants, Adrian, over.
Yeah, well, no comment. Stay safe, stay well, and thank you for putting on the special event, over.
Yep, all understood. Yeah, they are a bit of a nightmare logistically, aren't they? But it's worth doing when it all goes according to plan. And we're actually apparently live streaming on the internet as well this afternoon on YouTube, over.
Oh, right. Well, I don't use YouTube. The only thing I use my internet for is me shopping, me banking, and me logging. That's it. I'm going to these social sites, whatever they call them. I don't bother with them. But yeah, there'll be somebody watching you and listening. I say, you're cracking thing on your 5.9, sometimes 5.9 plus 10. And I know the problems with generators and linears. They're a little bit amp hungry, most linears. I had an ACOM 1000 that had to run at about 4 amps. When you've got everything else coming off the Jenny, it's a little bit more. Okay, John, stay safe, stay well, and I'm 518 feet above sea level, over.
Ah, right, okay, you're on a good location then. Yeah, well, it's an interference-free site. We've got no problems with interference. It's zero, and the farmer lets us operate up here, which is really good of him. So we've got really 2 good sites. This one for military-themed special events, and the Wilton Windmill one is also interference-free. But we will be using their mains electric next weekend, so we'll we'll put the cooker on and see if we can put out a few more watts, Adrian, over.
USB to the body changes, so if you get that time of afternoon, I suppose. Yes, I live in a small village, that's actually in Chesterfield, only about 6 miles south. Roughly 20 miles northeast of the city of Derby, in a 4-8 mining village, so it's not getting a lot of noise where I am. Probably fine. Before I would say, so we don't have to do that. That's there you go. Stay safe.
Yep. All received, Adrian. Yeah, there's another QSB. You're down to about an S2, S3 now. So anyway, many thanks for the contact. You are in the log, and maybe work you again over this weekend or next weekend with a different call. Golf 7, Victor Kilo Papa, Gb1Ry signing. Take care, Adrian. Bye-bye.
Mike 0, Oscar November, Quebec.
The Mike 0 station, go ahead.
Mike 0, Oscar November, Quebec. Mexico 0, Ocean, Norway, Queen. To yourself.
QSL. Yeah, you're 5 and 7, and if you collect WAB, it's SU27 Sierra Uniform 27. Over.
Yes, okay then. My name's Andy, and I'm in Tango Fox 06. Tango Foxtrot 06. Round about 9 miles south of the city of Lincoln, and the report for you is 5 and 9:59. QSL.
QSL on the 59, Andy. Many thanks for that. You've come up to 5 and 9 yourself. Yeah, we're operating for VE Day. We're not a Mills station this week. We will be next weekend, but we're doing VE Day from the old RAF airfield of Ramsbury, near the town of Marlborough in Wiltshire. So we're 606 feet ASL. The radio is the Fox Tango DX10 by Yaesu. And the antenna is an inverted V-dipole cut for 40 meters. And the ATU is an Alpha Tango 500 by Palstar. We're running just barefoot, 100 watts, Andy, over.
Yeah, you're doing a sterling job. I'm running here an ICOM IC7300, around about 80 watts, and a 180 foot dipole, a Zulu Sierra 6 BKW, 180 foot top, around about 12 meters above the ground. Okay, thanks for the short contact. Good luck with the station. Thanks for picking me out of the pilot, and regards to everyone else who's involved. From M0ONQ, bye-bye.
M0ONQ, Gb1Ry. Yeah, okay, Andy. I've got a 7300 myself at home. My own call sign is Golf number 1, Oscar, Quebec, Victor. All the information with my call sign is on QRZ, likewise Gb1Ry and Gb1WW, which we will be operating next weekend. So have a look at us and you can see what we're doing. We are the Windmill Amateur Radio DX group, and our group call sign is MX0ISJ. We're also on QRZ as well, so there's a couple of hours reading for you there, Andy, over.
Yes, okay there. Yeah, when I turn the computer on when I get back in the house, I'll certainly have a look. 73 cheers and beers from M0ONQ. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 73 Andy, bye-bye. QRZ, Golf Bravo 1, Romeo Yankee.
Golf Bravo 1, TMI, Tango Mike India.
Yeah, the Tango Mike India station, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. The name here is Jeff, Golf Echo Oscar Fox Fox, QTH North Lead, and the call sign Golf Bravo 1 Tango Mike India. Over.
Golf Bravo 1 Tango Mike India, Gb1Ry. Yeah, very good afternoon to you, Jeff. We're operating from the old Ramsbury airfield near the town of Marlborough in Wiltshire for VE Day. We couldn't do Mills and VE Day together. Not enough operators, etc., and not enough kit to do two separate stations. So we'll do Mills next weekend. You're about a 5 and 7, 57 in SU27 if you collect WAB. Over.
I don't really collect them systematically, but I mean, Sierra Echo 33, if anybody wants to know. We're not able to get into the mill today because they got a wedding party on there, so we're hoping to go in tomorrow with GB2 TMI, so maybe have another crack at you tomorrow if you're still on. And give me a name and the name of the airfield again. I've got something like Roundsbury, or I certainly know it's near Marlborough anyway, but perhaps you can spell the name of the airfield out. It might be in one of the places my dad flew from because he seemed to get around a bit. But I'd say the name here is Thwaite Mills Island, which is in South Leeds, but I'm operating off-site just to keep the call sign ticking over. And I say we'll be having a different call sign tomorrow when we get on site, hopefully. It's all up in the air, really, and hopefully that's where the aerials will be when we put them up tomorrow. Over to you, Gb1Ry, Gb1TMI.
Gb1TMI, Gb1Ry. Yeah, it's Ramsbury, Romeo, Alpha, Mike, Sierra, Bravo, Uniform, Romeo, Yankee. The Americans and the RAF used the R and the Y as part of their airfield identification process during World War II. They flew Horsa gliders and Dakotas from this airfield, and I'm walking in my father's footsteps because he was in the RAF and he was stationed here at Ramsbury, where he met my mum, and the rest is history. Jeff, over.
Well, that's my excuse as well, but my parents' encounter was rather north of there in Aberdeen at Dyce Airport, and she was training to be a radar op, and he was a pilot flying out of Dyce at Aberdeen. So that's how they got together. So we're both RAF babies, you might say. I still haven't got the name, and I've got the airfield spelling okay, and fine on answering my next question, which was why Romeo Yankee, and you've answered that. So interesting to know all these details. I've got you down as 5'9" here. The audio is a little bit rough around the edges. I don't know if you've got a bit of RF feedback, or maybe you're a bit close to the mic or something, but perfectly copied and a nice strong signal. So I'll pass it back, and if you can give me a name, I can put a face to the name. Over.
Yeah, certainly, Jeff, and I'm further away from the microphone. The mic gain isn't particularly high, and the processor is only set at 25%. Yeah, the name is John, Juliet, Oscar, Hotel, November. My own call sign is Golf number 1, Oscar, Quebec, Victor. And I've got a few words on there, including a photograph of me maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, over.
Yeah, okay, John, thanks for that. It's nice to put a name to the signal, isn't it? And thank you for the contact. And we'll hopefully be on the air from the actual watermill tomorrow in South Leeds. But we're keeping the flag flying for the Denbydale Amateur Radio Society, who run the Mills on the Air event. And he couldn't be running the thing and not have a station on the air. So that's me fighting a rearguard action in the after we were told we couldn't get on site today. It was a rather short notice, so we managed to scramble around and get another call sign allocated, and find that you'll be on next weekend as well. So I look forward to listening out for you then. And thanks very much for the contact today, and best wishes for many, many more in what remains of the day. I think the band seems to be holding reasonably well at the moment, and no QSB on you, which is compared with some other stations, you're a very nice strong signal. Cheers, John. Thanks very much for the contact. Gb1Ry, Gb1TMI, 73, and all the best.
GB1 Tango Mike India, Gb1Ry. Yeah, good to talk to you, Jeff. We'll be here tomorrow, and like I say, next weekend, change the hat, GB1WW from Wilton Windmill. We're going to do VJ Day, also D-Day. We've done airfields on the air, and we're doing a number of military-themed special events this year from Ramsbury. So you may hear us again under this call sign of Gb1Ry or Gb1WW. But if you want to know what we're doing, drop us an email. I think my email address is on my QRZ page, and I'll get our secretary to send you a list of what we're going to participate in, Jeff. Over.
Yeah, it sounds very lively, very any excuse to put a radio station on by the sound of things, and you're certainly commemorating a few very important events, and we'll keep a lookout for you. I think I may have heard you on before, actually, from my own call sign, which is Mike Zero Bravo Golf Sierra, of which there is some pictures of this amazing piece of vintage equipment. I'm running a Marconi transmitter, an Eddystone receiver, and a Redifon linear. So a bit of a mixture of stuff here, but it manages to produce a signal. So and it's not terribly portable. So we'll be taking something a little bit smaller to the mill tomorrow. All the best. All being well. Cheers, John. Thanks very much for the contact. 73. All the best, and we'll listen out for you. Under some call sign in the future, GB1TI.
GB1 TMI, I think it is, or is it TI? Perhaps you can correct me. Yeah, well, we'll be about. As I say, if you want further information, just email us, and we'll be glad to share our information with you. Anyway, 73, Jeff, and if you can just quickly. Is it 2 letters or 3 on the call? I got TMI, but I'm not sure of it.
Yes, I was rattling it off far too fast, John. It is GB1 Tango Mike India, 3 letters, and I've got your home call sign, so I'll look you up when I get downstairs. No computers in the shack, only ancient equipment in the shack, so I have to operate the internet from downstairs. 73, thanks for the contact, GB1 TMI.
GB1 TMI, GB1RY. Yeah, I think the only vintage thing here at the moment is me. I'm 73 in November, so I'm doing our bit for the white-haired old gits. Oh
yeah, same here. I've beaten you by 2 years, and so I was a war baby. Well, not quite a war baby, just after. Yeah, we're keeping up, flying the flag for the old gits. 73, GB1 TMI today, GB2 TMI tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.
73, Jeff. Bye-bye. Yeah, the Whiskey Tango Kilo, I think it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, fine, John. Golf Whiskey number 6, Sierra Tango Kilo, and the name is Robert, over.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, Robert. The name here is John, Juliet Oscar, Hotel November, and we're operating from Ramsbury Airfield, which was an old RAF airfield in World War II, along with the Americans, and they towed up Horsa gliders with Dakotas. So we're doing VE Day today. Next week we'll have a different hat on, and we'll be doing Mills on the Air, over.
Yeah, QSL on that, John. Yeah, I've worked a few mills this afternoon. But, yeah, gorgeous weekend. We sat in playing radio, HI. We got beautiful blue skies, blue sea, and 13 Celsius. So, yeah, I might go out in a minute. And just charging the battery on the car, so I'll go and check how it's going. But yeah, it's good to hear you. 5 and 8, 58 at the moment. Onto the coast, North Wales, right at the top of the North Wales coast, small seaside town of Colwyn Bay. Golf Whiskey 6, Sierra Tango Kilo, over.
Golf Whiskey 6, Sierra Tango Kilo, GB1RY. Yeah, all copied this end. Can you give me a name for the log, please? If you told me, I can't remember. I'm getting on a bit in years. I'll be 73 this year, so things don't always run that quickly, ever.
Yeah, just got you in there, John. QSB taking you down. The name is Robert. Romeo Oscar Bravo Echo Romeo Tango. Over.
QSL, Robert. Yeah, there was somebody tuning up over you, but yeah, got all that. And you're 5 and 7 without the QSB, over.
Yeah, many thanks indeed, John. Okay, I'll try and catch you next weekend. So I wish you all the best for this one. And enjoy yourself there. Hope you've got some sunshine. And take care, John. GW6SDK.
GW6STK, Gb1Ry. Yeah, many thanks for the contact, Robert. I look forward to working you next weekend under a different call sign with GB1 Whiskey. We're here tomorrow as well. We only operate on 40 meters. It seems to work quite well for us. And so the weather here today is going from overcast to sunny. A little bit of breeze, but not much, which we don't want wind because as it's an old airfield, it is totally flat. There is no shelter for our gazebos, etc. So there we go. Fingers crossed we'll have a good weekend. 7-3, Robert. Good to talk to you. GW6SDK, Gb1Ry signing. Bye-bye.
Okay, fine, John. Yeah, same turn of the coil. So, yes, mine's July. My birthday's July, so I'm just in front of you, John. Over.
Yeah, well, if you slow down a bit, Robert, I'll catch you up. Anyway, good to talk to you, and we'll no doubt do it again. GW6STK, Gb1Ry. Bye-bye.
70.
M0PTZ, go. Yeah, very, very noisy. I did get your call sign. This is Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee. We're operating for VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, and we're operating from the old RAF station at Ramsbury in Wiltshire. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yes, all copy there, John. Yes, it's a name is Paul. You're 59 signal with me. I'm portable in the New Forest. Not too far from you. I think you're a Marlborough way, isn't it? Marlborough way. I sort of know that area. I'm running 10 watts. And on a nice sort of sunny period type day. GB1Ry M0PTZ portable.
M0PTZ portable, Gb1Ry. Yeah, all copied. You're 5 and 7 when the QSB allows you. The band seems to be very busy today, but never mind. I missed your first name. This is my name's John. Juliet Oscar Hotel November. Over.
Alpha Uniform located in the New Forest. GB1Ry M0PTZ portable.
M0PTZ portable, Gb1Ry. Yeah, got you that time, Paul. Just wonder if you can give me a signal report if you have one. Over.
Yeah, I think I did, but yeah, you're 10 over 9 with me. A very good signal down here. 10 over 9, but I'm not too far away from you, am I? But the 10 over 9 signal down here. QSL?
QSL on the 59+10. Yeah, we're running a Yaesu Fox Tango DAX10. The antenna is an inverted V cut for 40 meters. The tuner is an Alpha Tango 500 by Palstar. And we're running 100 watts out just barefoot today because the linear doesn't like a generator. It seems to want to only perform on mains power, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll be back on next week, hopefully with the linear, and we shall produce a few more watts into the atmosphere. Over.
Yeah, well, you're doing very well, as I say. You're 10 over 9 with me here down in the New Forest.
I'm a few miles west of Brockenhurst, so it's a good signal. I'm running 10 watts, just 10 watts into also inverted V dipole. Not very high because the trees are in the way basically. It's about 4.5 metres in the middle and about 2 metres at the end, but seems to be getting alright with 10 watts. Anyway, thanks for please, John, and enjoy your special station there, and let's hope this weather stays nice for a while. Gb1Ry
M0PTZ portable Gb1Ry Ve. Yeah, good to talk to you this afternoon, Paul. We are on QRZ for all of our information regarding the airfield, etc. And like I say, we'll be on next weekend on Mills on the Air with GB1 Whiskey, which is also on QRZ. We're the Windmill Amateur Radio DX group. And we do these, we just do special event stations, really. So we've got a number of events coming up. VJ Day, D-Day, Battle of Britain Day, most of them military themed from this old airfield. Anyway, 7-3, good to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and the sun's come out, which is lovely. M0PTZ/P Gb1Ry signing. Bye-bye. QRZ, Golf Bravo 1, Romeo Yankee.
Whiskey.
Yeah, the station with whiskey, go ahead.
Thank you. This is 2 Echo 0. Hotel Foxtrot Whiskey. Yourself?
2 Echo 0, Hotel Foxtrot Whiskey. Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Operator name here is John. And the location is Ramsbury in the county of Wiltshire. It's the old RAF airfield that during World War II, the Americans towed Horsa gliders and Dakotas along with the RAF here. My father was stationed here in World War II, so I'm basically walking in Dad's footsteps. We're using a Yaesu FT DX10. The antenna is an inverted V dipole cut for 40 meters, and the tuner is an Alpha Tango 500 by Palstar. We're running 100 watts out straight at the back of the radio. So that's our working conditions. If you can give me a name for the log, and I'll give you a signal report on the next over. 2E0 HFW Gb1Ry, over.
Gb1Ry 2E0 HFW returning. Well, it's good to speak to you again, John. I actually have you in the log. Come to QRZ from about a month ago on airfield on the air. Now, I have a feeling we spoke longer ago than that, so I must check the log. But yeah, it's good to hear from you. The operator name here is Brett, Bravo Romeo Echo Tango Brett, and the QTH is in Caversham, Reading, so in Berkshire, so just down the road from you good self. And I just want to ask you about, all fine business about the FDDX10 Versus and the 5-Palstar tuner. I've got that down as what you had last time, so it's doing really well today. I don't know if it's at the signal report, 259, but QSB really does make it plummet sometimes to nothing heard to averaging sort of around the 5 and 7 mark. So position's very variable today, but yeah, you're a good signal, good quality audio, and yeah, brilliant stuff. I'm running an FT991A, 50 watts today, and hopefully maybe by the end of the year I'll have a full call and I can do a bit more. Just want to check also the frequency. I've got it as 7.17115, but I don't know your voice that well to tune it in 100%, so it'd be good to know what frequency you're on. Back to you.
Yeah, we're on 7.171.150 at the moment, and yeah, you're good quality audio yourself. And my home QTH is Hungerford, just over the border in Berkshire. And from there I'll use ICOM IC7300, but I have to use a vertical antenna because we've got no room for beams or wires, so it's just we've got a Diamond BB7V, I think it is, for an antenna. So there we are. We're quite happy here today. Sunny's out. We've had tea, coffee, bacon, sausage, and egg roll, and chocolate cake as well. Brett, over.
Okay, so to get the equipment, I'm more jealous over the over the food there, Charles. That's really good. And fine business on the antenna. I've got a Dix Commander. I've got sort of about a third of my antenna going vertically, and the rest is sort of sloping towards the house. So I know what it's like to have those constraints. Let's put it that way. But I'm sure you have great fun on the radio, and it'd be good to talk to you again about your antenna and learn more about it. Just want to ask John before I go, because I know you got other people calling. What was my signal report, please? My signal report, over.
You're 5758, but with QSB, Brett, over.
Roger. Thank you very much. I'm 157 in the log. Okay, brilliant. Well, great to speak with you, John. And I hope you keep the cups of tea and cake flowing your way. And have a great day on the air. This has been great. Thank you very much for taking my call. This is HFW Gb1.
20HFW Gb1Ry. Yep, no problem, Brett. Good to talk to you. Well, if you're free next weekend, come along to Wilton Windmill, and we can offer you the same catering, over.
I wish. I don't drive, so I can. I just dream about it. But thanks very much for the offer, John.
Yeah. Okay, Brett. Well, there we go. We're always looking for operators, etc. I've been operating now since 10:30 this morning, and I think I really do need to be relieved by somebody else. I think I need there are a number of weeds which need watering very shortly, so we will have to have a change in operator. Anyway, 73's Brett. Look us up on QRZ 20HFW Gb1Ry. 73 Brett. Bye bye.
Yeah, 73's all the best.
QRZ 40 Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee Gb1Ry, or victory on the air. Are you victory in Europe Day, over?
Golf 7 Charlie November Mike portable.
The Golf 7 station, go ahead.
Yeah, Golf 7 Charlie November Mike portable and the main stage.
Golf 7 Charlie November Mike portable Gb1Ry. Yeah, very good afternoon to you, Des. The operator name here is John, and we're operating from the old RAF airfield at Ramsbury in Wiltshire, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, lovely signal from you, John. You've put consistently 5 and 9. I've been listening for a few minutes to the other station, so good tracking signal for you. I'm just portable near Lincoln, sat out in the field. I brought all the equipment up here in a rucksack and walked about a mile just to find a space out of the way of any interference with URM and all that. So it's lovely and quiet out here. I'm a good sort of 3/4 of a mile from the nearest houses, so we're good spot. Just soaked a bit of the sunshine up. Just running 20 watts from an old Tokyo high power mono-band mobile rig. I've just got a fishing pole in the ground with an inverted dipole, so just a very simple setup there, John. Gb1 Romeo Yankee from Golf 7 Charlie November Mike portable.
G7 Charlie November Mike portable Gb1Ry. Yeah, all copied, Des. Hopefully we can do it again sometime. I'll say you're good 5-7, but there is QSB, over.
Yeah, there is a little bit of QSB. I've noticed some frustration. Thanks for the contact, and thank you for putting the VE Day station on the air. Nice to hear it, and hope you work many more days.
Yeah, 73 days. Many thanks for the contact. QRZ, Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee Gb1Ry calling.
Mike, X-ray. Mike 0 Bravo Juliet X-ray.
Mike 0 Bravo Juliet X-ray. Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Operator name here is John. The call is Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee for VE Day from operating from the old RAF airfield at Ramsbury in Wiltshire. Over.
Good afternoon, John. The name here is Robert. My name is Robert, and I'm located in Middlesbrough, in the northeast of England. Your signal report is 5 by 9 plus 10 dB. 5 by 9 plus 10. Back to you, John, from M0BGX.
M0BJX, I think it is, or it could be TX. Apologies if I got it wrong. You're 5 and 9, 59. If you collect WAB, it's SU27. SU27. We're not collecting them ourselves, but we'll give them away to anybody that wants them, over.
Okay, I got that. The call sign is Mike 0 Bravo Juliet X-ray. Mike 0 Bravo Juliet X-ray. I'm running about 60 watts into a dipole at 12 meters. Back to you, John.
M0BJX, Gb1Ry. Yeah, all understood, Robert. Well, we've got an inverted V dipole for 40 meters. We are 606 feet above sea level. We're running the Yaesu Fox Tango DX10, barefoot, 100 watts. The tuner is a Palstar AT500. And we've got a generator and gazebos and all that up here this afternoon, including bacon and sausage and egg rolls, tea, coffee, and chocolate cake. Over.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. Tea, coffee, chocolate rolls, chocolate and bacon sandwich. Yes, very good. Yes, it's a while since I've been on a special event station, but we used to fuel the thing on bacon sandwiches as well. And okay, about your generator. Oh well, it's doing well. Whatever you've got there, it's doing well. So back to you. In fact, I'd better say goodbye so that you can work some of the others. So I'll put you back for a final, and then I'll disappear and let you work some more. Back to you.
M0BJX Gb1Ry. Yeah, okay, Robert. Well, many thanks for the contact. My own call sign is Golf number 1 Oscar Quebec Victor G10QV or G1 Old Queen Victoria. Anyway, good to talk to you this afternoon, and no doubt we'll do it again. We shall be on the air tomorrow, and also next weekend we shall have a different hat on, and we shall be GB1 Whiskey for Mills on the Air. We couldn't split the station and do the two together. Not enough equipment or manpower. 7-3s, Robert. I've enjoyed the contact. M0BJX, GB1Ry signing. Bye-bye.
X clear. Bye-bye.
Golf 0, November, Kilo.
Golf 0, November something Kilo. Go ahead.
Golf 0, November, Kilo. I'm sorry I didn't catch the full call sign from you. Please.
Yeah, it's Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee. GB1RY is the call. Operator name here is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November. Over.
Gb1Ry Romeo Yankee. Very good afternoon, John. Golf 0, November India Kilo. My name's Phil, and I'm between Ipswich and Woodbridge in the Felixstowe Docks in Suffolk, about 6 miles from the sea. Good 5-9 signal from you this afternoon. I wonder where you are, over.
Yeah, all copied, Phil. Many thanks for the 5-9. You're about 5 and 5, going up to 5 and 7, but there is QSB on the band this afternoon. Right. The little village that we are very close to is Ramsbury, and I will spell it for you. Romeo, Alpha, Mike, Sugar, Bravo, Uniform, Romeo, Yankee, Ramsbury. We're about six miles east of the town of Marlborough in Wiltshire, and the call sign originates from the Second World War, where the Americans and the RAF used R and Y as part of the station identification. So if it was good enough for them, it's good enough for us. And I'm walking in my father's footsteps because he was stationed here during the war, and that's how he met my mum, and the rest is history. Phil, over.
Gb1Ry Ve returning. The thing is, well, I'm on the old Martlesham Heath airfield, just in which is now a modern village. My dad was also RAF, stationed at Faygate, and then during the middle of that, he was over in East Aberdeen for 2 years. My mum had done enough in Lincolnshire, and the rest is history, so to speak. Very good to meet you this afternoon, John. So I think I said the name, but anyway, I'll repeat it still over.
Yeah, all understood, Phil. Yeah, we are on qrz.com for all of the information on Gb1Ry. We'll be on next weekend at Wilton Windmill, which is not too many miles from us, with a GB1 whiskey call sign. So you never know, you may work us under a different call sign. So, and let's say, look us up. Interesting few pages for you to have a look on the computer. We'll sign with you now. S73. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. A G0NIK Gb1Ry signing. Bye bye.
G0NIK clear. Fine business.
Bravo 4 Delta Mike.
0 November Kilo Kilo.
The Golf Bravo 4 station. Go ahead.
Golf Bravo 4 Delta Mike.
Golf Bravo 4 Delta Mike. Yeah, very good afternoon to you. This is Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Yankee Gb1Ry. And the operator name here is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November. Golf Bravo 4 Delta Mike Gb1Ry, over.
Gb1Ry, Golf Bravo 4 Delta Mike. Good afternoon, John. My name's Martin, Mike Alpha Romeo Tango India November. I'm operating from Daniel's Watermill near Bridgnorth for Mills on the Air, John, QSL.
QSL Martin, yeah, well, we couldn't be here at Ramsbury and also do GB1 whiskey from Wilton Windmill. Not this weekend, not enough kit, not enough operators. So we'll be a windmill next weekend, Martin, but we're an airfield this weekend, over.
Yeah, QSL, John. Well, I'm operating solo from the mill. The last time I was here was 2013, so it's really on my doorstep anyhow. So I've just gradually threw some aerials up last week and just come down today. Just running an Icon 746, 100 watts into a doublet, John. All the details are on qrz.com, QSL.
QSL, Martin, yeah. Can you just give me a signal report, please? I think we've got all the rest of the information. Likewise, we're on QRZ for all of our activities. We are the Windmill Amateur Radio DX group, running the station today and the subsequent ones for the rest of the year. We will do, well, we've done airfields. We're doing VE Day, we'll do VJ Day, Battle of Britain, and other military themed things this year. So you'll no doubt be able to work us on 40 meters some other time during the year, over.
Yeah, okay, John, no worries. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 with me. But I've got to get some aerials sorted at home. Not been on air for a while. That's why I've decided to try the equipment out and operate the station, give it a good airing before I set it back up at home. Okay, John, 73 from GB4 Delta Mike.
GB4 Delta Mike, Gb1Ry. Yep, all understood, Martin. Yeah, pity if you were closer to us, you could have come and operated. Anyway, 73, and hopefully we'll work here again. GB4DM, Gb1Ry signing. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go.
Ooh.
New loose on there, Ronnie?
Oh, I'm just having a look. Come on. Thank you, thanks. I'm just fascinated by this radio. It's
Yeah, right. Frightened to death that they want to go on the air.
Huh?
I said you're frightened to death that they want to go on
No,
the air.
I'm more interested in actually playing around with the radio, to be honest. That's me, see, that's the problem. I'm always interested in technology rather than actually what you can do with it.
Go and play with a handheld on TV for a bit while. Get it back into playing. With radio.
I actually tested it. I've got an old Icon Micro 2E.
Yeah.
It's really ancient piece of kit. It still works. Batteries are no good. I was looking at replacing the batteries in the battery pack. The little 2/3 nitrates.
Probably find that you're recharged when you get from batteries. They don't use the effects, everything there's lithium ion.
Yeah. I haven't even used to charge it. I just used to put I acquired it from somebody years ago.
And it go down to 12.5 PC?
Yes, it does.
If it does, then you're okay.
Yeah. I've got again, also tried fired up the other day. An FT730. But it works through the receive. I discovered it doesn't seem to transmit. Press a button, it goes to red light, TX comes on, nothing happens. You don't get nothing comes out. Something's gone wrong with it, whatever it is, for whatever reason, it's not actually going to transmit. So where is this? Is this is a YouTube stream, is it?
Yeah.
On what account?
The Windmill Amateur Radio account.
You've got any viewers?
Oh, no, you can't see it from here.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm not going to turn it around, all we'll get is me.
You got me instead.
Oh, you're a dunker, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Hospital there on the Isle of Man. So we always intended to go there just to see where she did go. That's in the 50s, so a long time ago, Mark, but we never made it, HI. At any rate, lovely to work you, and say you're putting out a lovely signal with that 705. They really do punch above their weight, and we got you on QRZ so we can see some lovely pictures there of the island there. So thanks very much for the contact, and say have a lovely weekend there, Mark. Delta Zero, Mike Uniform Clubber, Dalton, India, November Unit. All the very best, Mark, and have a cracking day, guys.
Yeah, all I'd like to thank you is entirely mine. 7-3 for you, my friend, and I hope you do it again. Gb1Ry Ve, up here, this big car, and take care.
All the best, Mark. Thanks very much. Somebody's got very close to bring. Okay, Mark. All the best. Bye-bye, Mark. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Calling 40. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Calling 40 and listening. Securing 40, Gold 6, India, November uniform. Calling 40. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Calling CQ 40 and listening. CQ on 40, Gold 6, India, November uniform. Calling 40. Gold 6, India, November uniform. Calling CQ. CQ on 40, Gold 6, India, November uniform. Listening. Yeah.